in this region. Also here too, for myself, the initiative,
Oh yeah. Oh.
if you go to the other side of the hotbed, that make a shell, they stand on the side, loose shell, they stand down at the bottom. They sense on the in the middle, I guess, and then each other hotbed sitting on what area. So all this is like an ancient seabed. Right in this valley here, this is the region where they used to make that what they call klish. And the kaolinite is the mineral that we're looking at in terms of the geologic name for it. It has multi-use. It's used as either as a you use it for whitening things, like for ceremonial paint.
Oh, they ate.
Like in the you mentioned which is the nightway chant. Those impersonators of the gods, they'll paint their bodies with this slash and they turn white. Their rattles too, they paint it with that and it turns white. So also it's a kind of like a food too. Like if you have stomach trouble, any kind of internal stomach trouble, stomach aches, you can use that to make a little like a tea. You kind of mix in that rock or the pulverized clay with it. And then you kind of shake it up and it gets kind of clouded, and then you can filter it out, or else you just drink the liquid portion and then keep the sludge at the bottom, you know. So that's another way that it was used. And also we also mix the clay, the actual clay itself. We get a small portion of it. There's plants out here, if you look around in these sandy areas, and on this side they call it pale wolfberries, and those are and is like chilchinalo prepared, is how it's used. You mix it up with that klish, and they eat it during in the evenings during the nightway chants that we gave when they require like ceremonial food. Then they make that pale wolfberries mixed with this clay here to form a porridge. That's how we use it. Pale wolfberries again.
Oh.
Ako without car without jun haga le nas agent ye cheese without cho joy without so it's a multi-use area that's very important to us in this area. And this was the area where they used to collect it, and it doesn't occur like in huge beds like you see these thick sequence of sandstone. Then in certain areas you see like little lenses of coal beds, but these kaolinite, they occur like in small pockets, just some small lenses. And you can kind of see like parts of it where it kind of weathered out, it turns kind of white, orange now. So yeah, like right down here at the bottom of the hills, like a small outcrop there. There's another one way over there on the like in the wash there, right in the middle there. So you got to kind of walk around and you kind of like dig it out first in order to get to the solid stuff, and then the solid stuff you pulverize and use that one. Another thing that's very important here that I think is this stuff here. This they call it gypsum. This is selenite. And you find it all over the place, and there's some real nice pieces on that side. I mean, some big, clear, chunky pieces like that. And those I used to come here and collect these by the boxfuls, and these are for like weavers, like ladies that try to use this as a whitening agent for their wool. The composition of it, there's a lot of water in it, like and so when you start cooking it, it'll kind of turn brownish, and then it'll turn like a white color. So it turns into a mineral called anhydrite, and then after that you can use that like powder, and then you can mix that with your wool, and then use your wool. And then also if you eat like flour, like bluebird white flour, white bread, they use a lot of gypsum in it. So if you eat white bread, you're eating a little bit of rock every time.
This is the area. So.
Yeah.
And throughout this whole area, it's in spotted location. Also, there's different types of dinosaur bones that I mentioned. It's particularly over here on this side. It goes all the way down. There's like a fossil forest now. There's like some petrified stumps that are still sitting there in the ground. just then I don't know choosing the page and the down as the large. Oh, you do that and so what I was on there this big portion what you then has in it on what you there but check the guide that do so short this in the other thought that long I don't lane that area however for ya told to down nagi it they set the has can start showing it so but it's in. If you want, we can go down there and take a look at some of it.
Okay. So this is all under the new lease area.
The new lease area for North.
4 North.
Yeah.